Hi, my name is Darryl Sujang and I'm from Group 2. And today my team and I are going to present the assignment 1 of the subject of TEB3043 IS Strategy and Planning. I'm going to be brief telling you our team members. The first member is Dayana binti Mohamed Hasnol, me myself, Darryl Sujang and the last member is Mohammad Danial bin Azmi Raif. Moving on, I'm going to be talking about what is verbal communication. Verbal communication is a form of oral communication in which the message is conveyed by spoken words, here in the form of speeches, discussions, presentations, and conversations. The sender gives word to the emotions, perceptions, and ideas and opinions and communicates them. In the case of verbal communication, the response is immediate since there are some simultaneous transmissions and reception of the message by the sender and the recipient respectively. And nonverbal communication is the exchange of information through the use of body language, eye contact, facial expressions, gestures, and more. Smiling when you meet somebody, for example, conveys friendliness, acceptance, and openness to the other person. And everyone uses nonverbal communication without them actually knowing. Because nonverbal communication is based on seeing and interpreting physical gestures as opposed to verbal communication, or on the use of language for the transmission of knowledge via written text, voice, or sign language. I'm going to be talking about the types of verbal communication. The first one is intrapersonal communication, the second one is interpersonal communication, and the third one is small group communication, and the last one is public communication. So for the first one, intrapersonal communication is extremely private and restricted. Includes silent conversations we have with ourselves, can be conveyed verbally or stay confined as thoughts. And the second one is interpersonal communication, which takes place between two individuals and thus usually a one-on-one conversation with the other person, and it involves two-person individuals usually. And for small group communication, it takes place with more than two person. And some of the examples are press conferences, board meetings, and team meetings. It may become chaotic, which results in miscommunication because of there are many people talking at the same time. And for the last one is the public communication. Public communication is when one person talks to a large crowd, for example, election campaign or TikTok TED Talks. And it requires an adequate amount of preparation as it requires a lot of um, reading and thinking. So it requires a lot of preparation before we start. And as for the types of nonverbal communication, there are 7 types of nonverbal communication. The first one is facial expressions, body movement and posture, gestures, eye contact, touch, space, and the voice. So for the first one is facial expression. So there are many types of facial expressions. One of the example is smiling, crying, sadness, angry. Yeah, that are some of the types of facial expression. Body movement and posture is how your body is placed during the conversation. And as for the gestures, is how you when you're talking, your hands are going, for example, going out like this. I have two, I have three. And as for the eye contact, is important because it it makes us feel that the person thinks that we are confident while talking to them. And as for touch, is where we will touch when we are doing something. For example, when we are thinking, we are touching our chin, for example, and thing like this. And as for space, is the space between the gap of the people. And for voice intonation is when how does the person talk to the other person, and what are their tones when they're talking.
Hi, my name is Dayana and I'll be explaining about what is personality profiling. It is also referred to as psychometric testing or psychological profiling. It is a measuring an individual's personality in a particular situation. It is not a measure of intelligence or ability. It provides a platform for individuals to explore their core personality, work preferences, and strengths. There are three popular personality profiling tests that we have gathered. First is the DOPE Bird 4 personality test. The DOPE is an acronym for Dove, Owl, Peacock, and Eagle. It is to discover your inner strength and positive qualities. The DOPE Bird personality test is a simple and quick self-assessment tool. With this, you can discover your basic personality types. The Dove is mostly peaceful, friendly, emotional, less assertive. Owl is logical, wise, cold, and reserved. Peacock is flamboyant, positive, confident, and emotional. Eagle is bold, highly assertive, decisive, and insensitive. Benefits of this test: you can understand yourself and others more. You don't get easily manipulated by others. Better careful decisions. Increased self-confidence. Improve your interpersonal interaction, good interpersonal skills, have healthy relationships, deal with people efficiently, and many more. Next is Jung's 16 personality test. If you can see here in this diagram, it has 8 letters: I, T, N, P, E, F, S, and J. All of these 8 letters represents a personality. If you mix match these 8 letters, you will get these 16 personalities. Whether you're an architect, inventor, supervisor, inspector, crafter, counselor, teacher, healer, or many more. The Jungian 16-type personality test is designed to measure how you like to look at the world and make decisions. A work by Carl Gustav Jung, a Swiss psychiatrist in 1921. The world's most established and well-respected models on personality and behavior, widely used by organizations for assessment centers, team building, coaching, and personal development. Next is DISC personality test. This is a powerful and profound simple tool to understand people. It is researched by Dr. William Marston at Harvard University. It is a method of identifying predictable actions and personality traits within human behavior. This was designed to measure dominance, influence, steadiness, and conscientiousness. Dominance consists of direct results-oriented, firm, strong-willed, forceful people. Conscientiousness is analytic, reserved, precise, private, and systematic people. Steadiness is even-tempered, accommodating, patient, humble, and tactful. Influence is outgoing, enthusiastic, optimistic, high-spirited, and lively. So from these 3 personality tests, which one will you like? For group 2, we have decided to take DOPE Word 4 personality tests, and these are the results. For me, my score is an Eagle. My personality is more to being dominant, stimulated by challenge, decisive, and can be direct. I have higher assertiveness and low emotional. And my other personality, such as Peacock, Owl, Dove, it consists of 30%, 50%, and 0%.
All right, so for the my Dove personality test results, I am a Dove. So a Dove is a harmony seeker, and I have low assertiveness and high emotionality, and I'm a people-oriented, loyal, friendly, hardworking, and a great team player, but tends to avoid change, confrontation, and I do avoid risk-taking and assertiveness. And for the other types of percentage for the personality test is Peacock with I have 30%, Owl 10%, and Eagle 10%. And I'll pass it back to Daniel to talk about his personality.
Hi, my name is Daniel. So my dope personality test result, I scored 50% dope, like Darryl. I am a harmony seeker and I have low assertiveness, high emotionality, and also I am a people-oriented, loyal, friendly, hardworking, and a great team player. But I tend to avoid changes, confrontation, risk-taking, and assertiveness.
The importance of knowing our own personality profile is, first, help to understand your preferences, meaning that we understand what we want and how we want to do things our way so that it can be beneficial for us. Second is to help to understand preference of other people. This is important in an organization so that we don't manipulate people. Third, useful for recognizing how we lead, influence, and communicate. Fourth, help to build a strong and long-lasting relationship by knowing our partner, family, and other relatives.
Hi, my name is Daniel and we have come to the last part, which is why knowing your employees and customers' personality profile is important. The first one is the conflict resolution. By being aware of others' personality types will help to know how to approach the conflict, how to communicate with the people involved, and how to resolve the conflict together. The second one is for effective communication. By having the ability to understand, appreciate, and accommodate individual communication styles, it will skyrocket your competence to communicate with others effectively, which will give you an advantage no matter what position you hold in the company. The third one is the decision making. Whether you are determining the order of priority for today's workload or who best to put on a new project, making decisions is an inescapable part of any job. And they can come with some pretty substantial challenges. And the last one, which is the fourth, is the sales skills. Going back to the communication benefits, areas like sales can be massively improved by knowing and understanding both your own personality type and that of everyone around you, as it allows you to adjust your communication styles depending on who you are talking to suit the preferences of the potential client, making the sales more likely. So that is all from us. Thank you for lending your ears to hear our presentations and have a good day.